And a bird's eye view of the skyscrapers of downtown Philadelphia, glittering in the night. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. The Philadelphia 76ers preparing to defend home court in this Eastern Conference battle. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then there's Aflalo. And it's Galloway in point guard.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Well, guys, what a nice surprise Tony Wroten was last season. Especially effective taking over at the point, Clark, with Michael Carter-Williams gone.
Yeah, Wroten put up a career-high 5 assists per game and really worked hard at the defensive end as well. He's one of the few talents on the Sixers roster that hadn't been traded away.
And Okafor slams it in.
Tony Rosen with the dish.
New York with the ball. It's a three-point game. Here's Galloway. He's covered by Wroten. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
And right before Carmelo went down with the injury last season, it seemed like he had added the fadeaway to his game, molded a little bit after Dirk Nowitzki.
And both free throws good for Anthony. Carmelo's reasoning was that he had been burned enough by Dirk's fadeaway, he had to adapt.
Yeah, that's a great fadeaway to borrow from for sure. I mean, Melo already has a mid-range game, terrific mid-range game. And this shot makes that even deadlier.
The 76ers shooting their first free throw of the game here. And the technical free throw is good. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Covington. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to talk with Brett Brown for a moment. He said a big part of this game will depend on how well they can slow down Carmelo Anthony. He added with his size and shooting ability, he can score inside and out. We're going to try a couple different coverages and show him different looks over the course of the game to try to keep him off balance. And guys, I guess we'll see how it works. Back to you.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And that one's good. Wroten.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Kicks it to Lopez. And Aflalo wide open. He shoots. Wide open shot is on the money.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist. Listen, Knicks finishing at the bottom of the East last season. They didn't go into the season thinking they were in for a rough go, making last season all that more painstaking for the fans.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Lopez a screen. Anthony right side. To the inside, and there's the 3-second violation.
Philadelphia ball.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Thompson kicks to Noel. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Now here's Wroten. Not a lot of room. Okafor. The shot misses. And New York the other way now. Aflalo outside. To the left side wing. Here's Porzingis. His three-pointers off the mark. The 76ers leading by 6. Here's Covington. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
And stolen by Wroten. 4-on-3 break. Here's Thompson. And a foul call on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Well, the city of Philadelphia has had some tough fans. There's no doubt. You know, we've seen them boo Santa Claus. You can imagine, Greg, how they felt about this Sixers team a year ago.
You know, the Sixers were going to be in trouble from the very start of the year. A lot of fans didn't even bother to show up to boo. I mean, Philly had the worst attendance in the league last season.
But they've got hope, Greg.
A lot of young talent. Maybe this is the year it starts to materialize.
Here's Marshall following the score by New York. And Embiid throws it down.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you've come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
Now here's Calderon. That's good.
Well, when you look at the 76ers, it's no surprise that they have empty seats. I mean, they ended up 12-29 at home, which wasn't the worst mark in the NBA, but it was tied for second worst.
And so here is Philadelphia. The Knicks making the shot. For three, Stauskas. The rebound by Grant.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
The 76ers making a switch here. Jackson's checked in.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroke. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Passes it to Embiid. Takes it from 10. No good off the back of the rim. Jackson against Grant. Got it off in time. And a chance to hear from former number 2 overall pick Derek Williams about his focus off.
Just getting to the basket more, being able to finish with the defender in front of me. I think getting to the line a lot more as well. I think, getting to the line and finishing at the basket.
2 huge improvements for him. Greg, can he do more?
Definitely. He's already taken a big leap forward, and there's plenty more room for him to grow. He could become a real beast in this league.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
You always like it when your team doesn't settle for outside shots, and that's been the case here early on.
Yeah, I agree with you. They've done a nice job, Greg, working it low and not taking the easy way out on offense, keeping that pressure on the defense by going inside.
Noel and Embiid patrol the paint together inside. Jackson is out there with Tony Roten, and it's Stauskas in at the 3. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Embiid, no good.
For Carmelo last season, it was Murphy's Law. What could go wrong did go wrong. After signing Melo to a max deal, the Knicks management expected a bunch from him, but with the new offense and a bad knee, it didn't happen.
Jackson drives in. Pass to Noel. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Noel's got his first points of the game. New York trailing. Pass to Porzingis. From past the arc. Anthony can't hit. Philadelphia shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Here's Roten, and it's blocked. And that's on a bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Robert Covington's checked in for Philadelphia. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Galloway's checked in. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Covington, covered by Anthony. Shot clock at 5. Here's Noel, got a hand on it. The feed now to Galloway. Some nice passing by New York here. Porzingis can't hit. The 76ers lead it. Roten with it. There's a screen by Noel. Roten, the pass to Noel. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
Boy, for the Knicks last season, saying it was rough is an understatement. There was a lot of turbulence, and some of it was due to their defense. They just had a difficult time stringing together stops and cutting down opponent scoring chances.
Roten dishes to Noel. To the left wing, Embiid kicks to Stauskas. There's the pass to Noel. And it's blocked.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Aflalo outside. Inside. Feeds it to Carmelo. Goes up off the pick. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Well, for the Knicks last season, Greg, the defense a problem for them, specifically how they defended against perimeter shots, and in particular, the three.
38%, Kevin, of the threes against them went in. That was by far the worst in the league, and it's a big reason why they would end the year with the worst margin of victory in the NBA. How about minus 9.3?
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession.
You could tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, Landry a screen on Williams, and Derek Williams is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 1:23 left in the first half of the game. Covington with the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
To the wing right side. Here's Calderon. Takes it off the glass. Calderon's got the lead up to 1 now for the Knicks. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Well, the plan has been obvious now, Clark, for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and hoping it's going to bear some fruit, as you like to say, coming up.
Exactly, and it will in time because they've accumulated some really nice young talent, Kevin.
And with the 76ers, it's not just on the floor that they have stifled the progress. That they've taken 2 top picks knowing they would sit out a full year just to rehab injuries.
41 seconds left to play here in the half. To the right side. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. That's good. Calderon's got 5 points now this quarter.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
That one is no good. He manages to convert the third one. 9 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Marshall passes to Covington. With 1 on the clock, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first.